Right guys, that's the first polish done. I've had my big mop out as well, just to do the large area on the, and then I'll trip over it, to do the large area on the, what's it called, a light, there we go. Start again.
Hi guys, welcome back to Raptor's Garage. Now if you remember my previous video a couple of days ago, I was saying that we purchased a second Freelander. Paul's already got a Freelander. I've now got one for my wife, and I've already given it a thorough clean. You wouldn't believe it, I've cleaned it enough now so that I can actually see where I now need to clean it for a second time. I've not even touched the engine bay yet, as you can see by many of the cobwebs in the car. But I've made a start. But the most important thing at the moment is it's due an MOT in about 3 weeks time. So forgetting all the thrills and everything now of doing exciting things like raising the suspension and adding bits to it, most important thing now is just to make sure it's going to get through its MOT. So I brought it over to Paul's. First thing he's pointed out is that these lenses have basically oxidised. They're all misted up. So what we're going to do today is he's going to take me through the steps of actually polishing these lenses up so they're nice and clear, and then hopefully they will get through the MOT without any issues. So there's a few steps involved. I have no idea how it works. So these have been thoroughly cleaned, and as you can see they still look like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to polish up this one, and then we'll leave the other one so we can kind of show you the before and after.
Alright, step one for polishing your headlights. When they've oxidised like this, it's just the sunlight that does this. And then it's an MOT failure. That's what Chris is worried about, because the one on that side's really bad. But first job is just to protect everything, well, more the paintwork. So bit of masking tape around the edges, and across the bumper, just anywhere where we're going to catch any paint. Now this is a really easy DIY job. You don't need all the fancy tools to do this. You can actually do it with some T-cut and a cloth. It just takes longer, but you can do it yourself. Literally all that is just to protect the paint. So first job, have a look how bad this is, and then get a bit of wet and dry. Little bottle of water. Just put some water on the lens. This also gets the dirt off as well, which there's plenty of that. Bit of 2000 paper. Try to get it to work. And you can already see the oxidisation coming off that, because that's the brown looking stuff in the slurry. Chris is looking really worried behind the camera because I'm sanding his headlights. Cobweb. It's not a shock. And get a cloth. And already that's looking better. Yep. Next step, bit of cutting compound. This is a really coarse cutting compound to start with, and you don't want a lot of this. But in fact, if I can't get any out the bottle, I'm not going to have a lot here. There we go. That's about all you need. Water out of that. Right, I'm going to do a small patch and I'll show you how this is actually cutting this clean, how it's repolishing it. and that's, let's clean that bit off. That's bit's been polished, and that's to be polished, and that's just with the first cut. There's three stages. We do coarse, medium and fine, and these should come up like new. Right guys, we're on to the second stage, which is the medium compound. I've had my big mop on the large area of the light, rather than doing it with the little 3-inch one, because it takes forever. But if you have a look at the light, you can see how good that's come up with the first polish. As before, small amount of the compound and work it into the lens. So we just want a small amount, and that's plenty. And I'll do it with the big mop again. So this is just to do the big area, then I'll get the small mop and just go around and do the edges. But this lens isn't as bad as it looked, and this probably will actually finish it. So tiny drop of water and just back to polishing. Well, I hope that's been some use for you guys. That's how you polish up the headlights. We've managed to do this in just 2 polishes. That's had a coarse and a medium, and that lens has come up really well. So if you have a look at the other one, we haven't done, and you can see the difference in them. Now I'm just going to carry on and do this one, and Chris will put some footage of it when it's all finished, and you can see the difference.
There you go guys, almost like new. And as Paul's just shown us, that's a really straightforward job to do. No need to go out buying expensive new headlight units, and no need to take them to the garage, because it's not cheap to get a garage to polish your headlights up. That's a really straightforward job. A few bits needed to do it, but what a fantastic difference that has made.
If this video's been any use to you, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you like the channel, and we'll see you on the next video.